one important value for academia is to be healthy skeptics and say, okay, you say that this is better than this. Where's your data? And without that kind of rigorous approach, it's just marketing campaigns.
There are things that machine learning is great for. There are things that augmented reality is great for. There are things that virtual reality is great for. We're trying to understand what those envelopes are and what are the applications and demonstrate that those applications do help society.
If now you don't have to get up in the morning and commute to work, that's good for freeway traffic. But what happens to the deli that is around, right next to where you work? And what are these unintended consequences that you start to see? If everybody is telecommuting to work and it is as effective as being in the office, what happens to the light rail infrastructure that we've spent the last 30 years building up? And do we need to start thinking about what infrastructure looks like in a world where we have telepresence?
I'd just like to ask, so where do you think all this technology will be in, say, 5 years' time?
It's always difficult to predict the future. The best way, of course, Alan Kay would say, is to invent it yourself. I think that we're going to see some really interesting things with maybe light field displays, so getting more of a real, true 3D light field display so we can fix how our eyes focus, because that's not really done properly in the current generation of displays. I think that's something we'll see. We'll probably see better connections, for telepresence.
I think you're going to see a lot of really bad augmented reality applications, which is good because you have to break eggs to make an omelet, as they say. So, I've seen a lot of fanciful artist renditions, and most of the artist renditions are terrible. I mean, they fundamentally don't get what happens to a human being when you subject them to cognitive overload and you have too much visual stimulation going on. So I think we're going to see a lot of failures, and that's actually a really good thing, because as long as you accept that we're in a phase of experimentation, I think for me, the next 5 years, we're either going to really advance thoughtfully or it's just going to be a mess. And for me, it breaks on this point of, are people coming out and admitting that we're experimenting and we're trying things and we're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work?